Well, hi, this is your Old Mad Dog, Gary Taylor, on the Old Mad Dog channel, and it's a very belated Happy New Year, a great 2025, I hope ahead for all of you, and all that swaddling. So with our family holiday in the rearview mirror of life, what has 2025 got to offer us? Well, for certain, we've got Joggle, we've got our John O'Groats to Land's End, and that's going to be the massive event for me and our party this year. That's a 40 day walk from John O'Groats to Land's End. I may have mentioned this. We're looking to raise funds for the local hospice, St John's Hospice in Lancaster, and we're looking to raise enough money for them to run for a single day, and that's £13,500. We've been very lucky so far to have raised £1,000 from one donation from a defunct football club. Had some money left over in their account, and they very kindly donated it to the hospice via our own charity here at the Old Mad Dog channel. So we have that. We have some bad news also relating to the challenge of walking from John O'Groats to Land's End, 950 miles. And in so much I've injured my leg. I mean, the walk's not till May, middle of May, but every day counts, as I was hoping to be up and literally running, getting fitter and stronger for the walk, and I've hurt my leg. Actually, and ironically, whilst I was running, making a sort of a late sprint at the end of a 4 or 5 mile jog round the town, and something popped, and that's been like that since the end of November. So it's quite worrying. I have been advised to go and get some physio. Friends and family have advised that, and it's good advice. But the nature of me is I don't take good advice very easily. I haven't been for any physio. So I'm not going running around looking for physiotherapists, though we do know a very good one. I have to add Rachel, but it's getting better day by day, and I think in my head, my small brain cells are still telling me that if it's getting better, resting and everything else is the way forward, and you will be ready to go at some point in the future, hopefully not too long from now. I'm going to take the dog out only for the second time since this accident stroke injury took place. I'm going to take him out tonight with my friend Steph. So we've got that. We've also got a rear view camera, a camera to the rear of the camper van, so we can now back up with hopefully with more ease, be able to see on the camera what's happening behind us. So that's good news. So that's moving on. A bit more work to do on the camper van. It's got to go into the garage for a mechanical check over, make sure we can get the distance we'll probably travel on the Joggle will be probably 2,000 miles. Thereabouts, so it needs to be able to be fit enough to be able to make that journey. So what are we coming up? We've got coming up on the 9th of February, the Mad Dog 10K, after which this channel gets its name, Mad Dog 10K. This is the shirt from that Mad Dog 10K that takes place in Southport every year on behalf of the Rotary Club. It's a charity run, it's a fun run. You can walk it, you can run it, you can do what you like on it. I think with my leg, and it's only about 4 weeks away, I'll probably very, very gingerly be making my way around just to make sure I bag a shirt and a medal, of course. But yeah, it's a great run. It sets off from a school. I should know the name of it. I've run it about 7 times. And you run out from there into the freezing cold air of the North Sea. Not the North Sea, what am I talking about? The Irish Sea. I don't even know where I am. And you get the wind in your face as you set off along the front there. You do a turn in the town centre, a turn being like you run round, you don't do it like an act, nobody, and that's not. And then you continue along the back on the promenade, and then you get the wind to your back, you get that tailwind that pushes you along for the last couple of miles, so we all feel like Mo Farah and cross the line with a smile on our face, hopefully. So that's coming up. Also, I want to do something I've not done before, is I want to do, and it may take a bit of, as you know, we don't do an editing on this show, this channel, we simply just say it as it is and hope it comes out okay. But we are going to do a little bit of editing because I'm thinking about doing a vlog, what I'm calling One Man's History. There's lots of local history vids I've seen, and they're great. They are really good. Some of them, I mean, they're funny. They're, and they're very factual. I want to do more of a tongue-in-cheek, a little bit of a sort of like, my take on certain historical facts that may not be quite true, but I just want to do it for a laugh. I've seen a sort of that genre, and I just want to have a go at it myself. So it's, I think the first time I came across that was a book I read when I was at the school, 1066 and all that, if you're old enough to remember that book, or you can put... I love that book, very funny, and I want to try and just do a sort of a bit of an angle on something similar for the local history. It may not come off, I don't know. What also I'd like to do is, I'd like to do a bit of a cookery vlog. It's just something that crossed my mind the other day. I was making Yorkshire puddings, and I've got a couple of new tips. Even at my advanced age, I'm still picking up tips on cooking. And Yorkshire puddings I've been making for myself, not in the pack. Well, in the packet as well. I want to push for time, but I mean from scratch with the flour and the eggs and the milk and the whole deal. And most of it come out okay, and sometimes they don't. And I was trying to get a sort of a constant, some way of making a consistently good Yorkshire pudding. And there was a couple of ingredients, or not ingredients, but the type of ingredient that I just picked up on recently after all these years, and they seem to work out quite well. So I'd like to do it as a kind of a demonstration, really. So I've got some other sort of ideas to do on the channel, not just straightforward, stuff we've done in the past, some new stuff as well. Might be a bit of fun. It might be a lot of rubbish. I don't know what might come from it. So that's that. Anyway, so I promised you diversity. Not the boy banjo band. Not them. They wouldn't fit in here. In my kitchen. I'm just talking about like a spread, a potpourri of different things to do. Now, I have got, staying with us at the moment, with the Lady Di and I, we've got Lucas, who's our great nephew. I mean, he's a great lad, but he's our great nephew also because he's Lady Di's brother's daughter's son. And he's also Lady Di's father's great-grandson. And he's also, well, you get the message, it's kind of like, he's a relation. And he was born and he brought up in Spain, despite his parents being English. They moved over there some years ago. He's 16. He's going to join the army in the musical corps. And so we might just be able to persuade him to give us a little toot on his trumpet a little later. He's not around at the moment, so I'm hoping to catch him. We'll ask him very kindly. And we'll ask him a few, we won't interrogate him, but we'll ask him a few kind questions just about, what he's doing and about himself. It's quite a thing. He's brought up in Spain with English parents. He speaks both English, obviously, and Spanish fluently. And he's very good with his trumpet, and he's going to join the musical corps in the British Army. I mean, and he's 16 and he left home and he's staying with us currently because he has to be in this country 16 weeks before he can actually start his basic training. So that's why he's with us at the moment. Lovely lad. And you'll get to meet him a little later. But for now, bye-bye.
It's the Pied Piper of Javier.
Hello everyone.
That's fabulous. Yeah, say hello to the Mad Dog channel.
Hello Mad Dog channel.
And in Spanish.
Hola Mad Dog canal.
He's fluent. He's fluent is the lad. Oh, that was fantastic. And what do you call that actually that you've just been playing?
I call this the saxophone. There's quite a few, but this one.
I meant the song.
No, I was just playing my scales, just warming
okay.
up so I could show you a proper song.
So that's an actual saxophone, is it? Not a trumpet, is it at all? No, apologies for that. No, okay. So, what you could do an actual song for us?
I can play Rocky, so that would be a good intro, wouldn't it?
Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
the theme from Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Gonna Fly Now.
Right. Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah. By Lucas Chapman. Hey. Hey, that's great. Thanks for that, Lucas. That's right. Adrian! Oh dear, what a bad impression. Actually, I've got a few questions for you.
Okay, let me sit down.
Okay, do you want to sit over here?
Yeah.
Do you want to sit here? Yeah, okay. And just a few gentle questions, really. Don't. That's it. You sit there, and I've just got a few questions here that just like to run by you. You know, just because people are interested. You know, you've got an interesting story, Lucas. Like I said, I don't want to make it sort of too intimidating for you, but yeah, just a few little gentle questions. That's not too bright for you, is it? No,
that's fine.
Okay, well, let's get the camera sorted. That's it. Okay, we're fine. So the first thing is, why are you actually here? I mean, not the meaning of life or anything like that. I mean, why are you in the UK?
Well, I was in March. I'll be joining the army, and very shortly, in February, I'll be doing my assessment centre for the British Army.
Wow, and what's led you to that? I mean, if I found it, as if I don't know because you found me, but born and brought up in Spain. Parents are both English.
Yeah.
So, what brings you to the British Army?
The Spanish Army isn't very. It's good, but there's not as many musical options as the British Army.
Yeah.
And the pay isn't as good either.
Okay, so in it for the books as well as the musical content. Well, that makes a lot of sense. And so it's obviously you're a talented young guy, and you can tell that from what we just heard from you now. And you'll go to an academy, will you? Music academy?
Yeah, it'll be down in Portsmouth. It's more like a music college. There's not too much information about it, but I do know that it's in Portsmouth, and that we'll be with the Navy as well. They train there. It's their barracks as well.
Yeah.
And I'll stay there until I'm 18 years old.
Okay. How do you feel about that? I mean, away from parents for the first time and family, friends.
I mean, I've already been here for 2.5, nearly 3 months.
Yeah, it feels longer.
Yeah, it feels longer, but I find it fine. It's sometimes it gets hard, but I cope with it. I deal with it.
You're doing well. From our perspective here in Morecambe, you've done well. And of course, you're within Felixstowe with Auntie Sharon before that.
Yes.
Lady Di's sister. That's fabulous. So, how long have you been playing the saxophone?
Oh, good question. I'll have to count there.
I mean, you're 16, so it shouldn't be too difficult.
Probably about 7 to 8 years.
Wow, that long?
Yeah.
Hey, and can you remember the first tune you played?
It was probably Happy Birthday or Twinkle Twinkle, something like that.
I played the recorder at school. I could only play a song called Cuckoo, which basically went cuckoo, cuckoo, and that was about it for me anyway. But it's not about me; it's about you. So that was all that way back, and then you've had private lessons.
Well, I've been switching from private lessons to public lessons. In Spain, we have music schools where you go and you pay. Well, you pay a monthly fee to study there, and then you get a tutor, and then you get other types of classes, like you get band practice. But other times when I was studying for the army, for the music assessment, I had my own private tutor, which I still do class with him to this day. Right,
so you've still... Well, I've seen you online, and that's to that guy, is it?
Yeah,
practicing with
he's quite young, and he relates to me as well, so and I relate to him, so we do have a good music connection and in real life connection as well.
That's lovely. And how do you feel about that? Because you kind of will be leaving his kind of tutelage, won't you? Moving a lot, when you moved out of Portsmouth, or will he continue to have an influence? Do you think?
Oh yeah, because he's not been my first teacher, but he's definitely been one that I'll remember for the rest of my music career, if not rest of my life.
So an important mentor to you.
Yeah,
that's great. Okay, a cheeky question now. Do you know lots of Spanish words that English people may know?
Yes. There's cerveza.
Okay, beer, yeah. We all know that one.
Por favor.
Yeah, please.
Gracias.
Oh, of course, thank you.
And then a really famous Spanish phrase that when Brits go on holiday say, chicken nuggets and chips, por favor. That's a good one.
That's a great bit of Spanish. Is that Catalan? That chicken nuggets. That's great. So how are you finding your staying? You've given us some background, but what have you been up to while you've been here?
Well, been working.
Yeah.
Been going to the gym for a couple hours a day.
Okay. So what have you been working on?
Right now, on Mrs. Taylor's back garden.
Yeah, doing a good job there.
Yeah, been pulling out the weeds and whatever.
Painting.
Doing the fences. And then shortly, when I finish that, I'll be doing your fences.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That's right. We've got you booked in. But of course, it's going quickly. The time you've had here already seems to have like just sped past, and you've only got like 6 weeks before you go. So we need to get you out there in that back garden because there's a lot of work to be done.
Yeah.
Get you out there before the 1st of March. I'm kidding. So, okay, what's your favourite food, Lucas?
It's after very, very careful consideration. I think it's going to be curry.
Curry, yeah.
Even though I've come from Spain, this and that, the ground of food. But
yeah. Well, this is your parents' influence.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Okay, and when can you remember when you had your first curry? 14, were you 12 or?
I think my mum had a curry the night or 2 nights before I was even born. So it through my system, yeah.
When you were born, that's amazing. Nobody's had one quicker earlier than that, I don't think, in life. So you like it spicy or you like it mild, or how do you like it?
As spicy as I can get.
And that was a cheeky question because I know that already. Okay, so we've got an array here. You can see Mad Dog Channel. We've got an array of pepper sauces that Lucas and I have been trying out, and none of them have really hit the spot. Unfortunately, they're all they're pretty potent, but they're not sort of really making us cry. And I think unless it makes us cry, we haven't found a winner. So let's quickly go through them. We've got Encona West Indian Original Hot Pepper Sauce. How hot do we think that one was?
On a scale from
1 to 10, yeah.
That's about 4.5.
It's about a 4.5, that one, and that's its same in the plastic bottle form, I think, isn't it? In fact, it hasn't even got a spicy. It's only got a 4 out of 5 on its own label, so they're not rated too high on that one. What about this one, the habanero?
That's about a 3.
A 3. Yeah. Oh dear. That's not so good at all. Well, let's go to one of your favourites, and one of my old favourites, certainly my Bloody Mary, is Tabasco, and that's the habanero sauce one. Yeah.
Even though they're the same, the Tabasco version of it packs more of a punch. I think more because of the vinegar, and it's a bit more concentrated. Okay.
You certainly know your pepper sauces, no doubt about that, with your concentrates. Okay, now we've got one. It's a bit of a rude one, this, but nevertheless, it's this is the Crazy Bastard sauce, Trinidad Scorpion and Clementine. What do we think of that?
In respect to my parents, it's proper spicy, but in all honesty, it's not.
It wasn't doing it?
No.
But nice flavour.
Yeah,
I have a little bit of that, with the Clementine coming through there. Now, this is one we opened, but you know what? For the hell of it, I can't remember we must have had some of this.
I tried it.
So you got hot chili sauce. I think that's more of a sort of Chinese, is it?
Yeah.
Asian based.
The thing is, with that, it's more all the herbs come through, and like it's like all the garlic more than spice, so it's very flavourful. Yeah,
great. Well, it says on it great taste, so it isn't lying then, in your opinion.
No.
Oh, good. Okay then. So moving on. This is one we haven't even opened. Is this Mexican? Do you think? Yes, it is. It says on it. Yeah, import from Mexico. We haven't even tried that one, have we? What do we think? Do you think we might be disappointed?
Hopefully not. It looks like Tabasco, like on the outside.
Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it? It has that little Tabasco vibe, and a little nice wooden stopper, which is nice. Perhaps we need to have a little look at that one. Now, this one, although it says black fire sauce, extra hot, sriracha, I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's not much spicier than the regular sriracha.
No, and to be honest, it's got a weird flavour to me. It's a bit strange. This was my favourite for taste, if not for basic heat. This is the sauce shop. You tried that one?
Yeah, I don't really like that one myself. No.
I like that one. I don't know why. Maybe it's the colour. Now, I've left this bad boy until last. Reason being, this is the Carolina Reaper that we spoke about. And it's Encona again. It has got the full 5 chilies, hotter than hot. We haven't opened it because we're going to have a little
blind tasting.
A little blind tasting. Not right now because you've got gym to go to.
Yeah.
But just we will do that, and we understand that this may not even make us cry.
No.
It may not be the one when we've looked at when you've looked at the ingredients and the concentrates and everything else without opening the bottle. You're still thinking,
It's going to be sweeter than
It's going to be
spicier.
sweeter, yeah. Although Dr. Psycho, when I looked at that, we've still got to get another Carolina Reaper sauce. It seemed to have a very high concentrate of the chili in it, and that might be the one that gets us on our knees and has us tears running down our face. Anyway, so talking about tears running down faces, about my leg.
Just keep the whole of Britain knows. If you don't know already,
I've got a damaged leg.
We went out for a run, an innocent run. I think it was his fourth day.
Third day. It was the first run. We were going to do lots of these runs.
And then
You broke me.
in the last about 100 metres, would you say 100 or 50 metres, around there, in between. Gal normally goes full on, like a sprint.
That's me, the old mad dog Gal. That's a family nickname for me.
Well, he normally goes flat out, so I'm fine. I went flat out. Well, he was explaining the rules, and then apparently to him, he didn't even finish, and I was already off, which isn't true.
Like a bat out of hell, he was gone, and I wasn't going to let him get away.
So I was running to the destination that is the house.
True, I was right on him.
Well, if you were right on me, you would have caught me, wouldn't you?
Well, if had there been further to run, I would have caught you, but you got to the gate at our house before. Anyway, the bottom line is, leg popped, and that's the reason why I've got a problem training ready for the Johnny Groats to Land's End, the Mad Dog 10K, and virtually anything else I can do. It is getting better. I am vigilant about it. I don't like to be injured, and I think you're looking at somebody across there looking very smug with himself, very smug. Lucas, that's been fantastic. I know we're going to see more of you, even though you're only here for 6 more weeks. I'm sure we will get out, maybe on a couple of fells. Hopefully my leg will hang out. How long? Long enough to be able to do some of that stuff that I always planned to do with you. So for now, Lucas Chapman, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you for presenting me on the channel.
Thank you. Inigai. Adios.
Adios. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego, mi amigo. Okay, so that's the end of that, and we'll be back in touch with you very soon. But for now, bye.